find out who you are, your identity. Start giving names to things. Start really getting specific with who you are, how you operate, how you're wired, where you fit. Because if you're a seer, be around some seers. If you're a thinker, be around some thinkers. If you're a lover, be around some lovers, honey. Okay? Find who you are.
Hey man, you a fool for this one?
Welcome back to the couch. Couch. I need to make the couch. Okay. Once again, we're gonna pull some couch cards. We're here.
Thanks.
And I'm excited about these couch cards. And before we pull a card, we want to say thank you to you. To you. You are loyal viewers. We love you guys. We see you. Please drop some green hearts if you love me back. And if I do not see any green hearts, I'm going to feel like you don't love me.
Here we go. I love you, Joy. I'm putting them right now.
The spoiled one has spoken and said, put them green hearts down there, or I won't know. I need to feel your love. I need to see your love. And it needs to be green. So, Nadia is going to pull our first card. How y'all feel today? How y'all feel?
I feel some type of way. I was sitting right here on the last episode. So I don't know if I want to be right here again.
You want to switch?
You think that right now?
You said that though.
I'm here now.
And she's giving us Marilyn. She's giving us a little Dorothy Dandridge.
A little dandy.
A little dandy.
Got a little fandy dandy.
Look at you.
Cute.
Looking
Perched.
like you looking.
Post it and purge.
Looking like you looking.
Come on, man.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Is this a level 3 card or level?
I don't know. I just put them in there.
Ha. It's a good one.
It's a level. What level?
This is just a
All right.
general one.
Okay.
Kind of, sort of, maybe.
I like this one.
I like it though.
General mission.
What is my superpower? When did I accept it?
Oh.
Just know that you're powerful. What is your superpower? My superpower is being a mommy. When did I accept it? Knew I was going to be a mom as a little girl. I wanted to be a mom as a little girl. I said that I was going to have a daughter and she was going to be just like me.
And I manifested that thing, didn't you?
Right on the money.
Verbatim. Verbatim.
Spot on. God.
Chef's kiss.
Yep. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Y'all have to be mindful of what y'all ask for. Because that baby is me on a million.
Yep.
But she's a wonderful thing. So yes, being a mom is my superpower. I accepted it as a child, but I think I walked in it as an adult at 28. I was pregnant 29. I gave birth to her. So yeah, 8 years ago. Yeah, that's my superpower, and I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I don't know what life was like without her. Don't want to experience it. She's my greatest superpower, and being her mom is.
Oh, go JC.
Yep.
And that
Good old
superpower like
JC
stretches to everyone you love too, like your mom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you answer first.
Yeah, I received the payment.
I appreciate it.
I passed the card to Chrissy. Honestly, I did mention it an episode prior, but really, love is my superpower. I didn't realize it. We were friends when I realized it. So it was at least, I don't even know how many years ago. I just know that me, you, and Audrey were in the car together, going somewhere. So it had something to do with a group trip. And I was like, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
love is my superpower. So let's say that I accepted it, I don't know, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I'm not really sure. And I lead with that. Like once I accepted it, I lead with that now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't take, like if someone's acting in whatever way, that I always know that it has nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm leading with love first. Even if it's not the most favorable thing that you want to hear coming out of my mouth, it's still,
That's good.
yeah, I lead with love. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You can do this.
You got this, my
You
boy.
are a
I appreciate that.
superhero.
You
I
got
appreciate
this.
that, my boy.
Hallelujah.
Fight.
I think I'm kind of stuck between healing as my superpower or creativity. So I want to say like a creative healing almost because
Yeah, Bessel.
I cannot stand y'all.
Heal me
That's the
creatively,
one,
oh
boy.
God.
That's the one, boy.
There is so much freedom and acceptance into who you are when you create because it comes with no bias. It comes with the moment, and because I learned how to recognize that, I can lead other people in it. So, and without even kind of almost trying, just being in the space almost, we're creating a moment, and it's a healing moment, whether we, have something hands on or not. Yeah, that's my superpower because I like to relay messages without having to open my mouth, if that makes sense.
Ooh, and you use your hands.
Cause them,
Because these hands,
Oh.
God gave these strips to you. These are hands and arms that just,
Hallelujah.
you did that, God.
grandma's hair.
What's the name used to sing that? My grandfather.
Wait, you mean in real life? He sung it, or he wrote
Yeah.
it, sung it?
No, he didn't write it, but
Oh.
he sung it.
No.
His name is Josh White. Look him up.
Google them.
Actually, first Black folk artist. Tell them who your grandfather is.
Well, he is. Yeah. Thank you. Once again, I get the mic. He was the first Black man to sell 1 million records. He actually was before Billy, and he was before pretty much everybody else. He was the first Black man to be in the White House. He sung for the president. President called the house, and look at my mama too. Judy White. Google me. Google me. Google my line.
Look at my bloodline. That's my superpower. My bloodline. My bloodline is
fire.
a superpower.
Chrissy is legendary.
No, she is. Her family is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the
my
truth.
family's
Y'all can
lit.
Google it.
Google it.
When did I accept it? I accepted it when I am learning to accept it even more, like every day. The first time I did, I guess, was with my niece and nephews and with Polly. Like, we can connect on a different way when they're in, like, they want to make music, or why do you want to make this music? Because I want to make this track because I'm feeling this way, yada, yada, yada. And it's giving me an avenue to talk to them and for them to express however they want to without bias. Just like, do what you want. Yeah. I love you.
What is my superpower? I think my superpower is being able to see past the condition.
For yourself or others.
Everything. Me, myself, everybody. I'm able to see past what the earth sees or earthly way and like see the real thing. And I can see that in any situation. Even when people don't, they'll be sad and mad, come to me, and I'll be like, oh, you crying about that, but that ain't really the thing. And then they'll be like, yes, it is, it's here. What are you talking about? I can't pay my bills. And I'm like, yeah, I know that, but it's, I can always see the truth. And I think that's a superpower because it keeps me from diving deep into depression and all of that. When did I accept it? I accepted it the day that so my grandmother passed in 2004. So I'll say 2004, I accepted it. When she passed, I got the dream that she was about to pass. Told my daddy, grandma about to pass. Of course, that didn't go over well in families, of course. But she did. She ended up passing very, very closely after that. And when I woke up, he came in, your grandma passed last night. There was so much calm and peace within me. And in that moment, I was like, that was pretty cool. That God can talk to me in that way and prepare me in that way. And it's been happening ever since for other people. It's helped my life and other people's lives. So that's my superpower. And I accepted it in 2004, that I can see and hear beyond this realm, honey. Yes.
I like it.
It was pretty cool to find out.
So like, yes.
Okay. Next.
You agree?
Yes.
You know.
Agree?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Level 10.
And
No, it's
Katana.
not.
here we go.
It's not 10.
Did you say Katana? Fuck. Luke Finish it.
If all humans are addicted to something, what is your addiction?
Ooh. Okay.
I'm doing the joy right now.
The nervous smile. Yeah.
What is my addiction? More.
That's fair. That's a good one though, but that's very fair.
I'm addicted to more.
That's
More of
good.
everything.
We're just gonna breathe that in.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
take that.
okay.
That's the
Because
part.
I like that addiction
Yeah.
though. Sorry, I can't.
My
remember
ass
it.
was
It's
like,
bad.
music.
Oh, so y'all are dumb.
Music. No, I got another. No, I do have another answer, but yeah.
More. I love that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Come on, Chrissy.
I mean, I said mine. I just,
Music, you're addicted to music?
I am.
Okay.
Like any type of music that makes me feel good. Like if you could tell me a story, it doesn't have to have any words, but if your music can take me somewhere, and there is even one artist that can just take you there, and Jacob Collier. Like every last one of his songs, you don't know where the hell you going, but it's just like, where are we going? Are you going here? Oh, we're going here. All right. Yeah, music all day. I like more though. I'll put that.
Yeah. I have to. I mean, both of those are true.
More
music.
And
But no, honestly, I'm addicted to feeling good. I know what feeling bad is, and I cannot stand that. And so as soon as something does not feel right, I reach for what feels good. I reach for the good feeling in everything, even if it's conversation. I'm just like, yeah, this doesn't feel good. I'm going where it feels good.
I agree.
Yeah, and that is, yeah. And it doesn't necessarily come from one thing or another. It's just feeling good. I gotta keep having that.
yeah, I agree.
More music feeling good.
I am also addicted to the good feeling. Almost so much that sometimes I'll be like, should I be addicted to this? Should I always want to feel good? Should I always? Yeah, but sometimes I question it because the contrast allows you to.
But
It
feeling
allows
good
you to
doesn't.
grow.
But I'll say that I don't believe that being wanting the good feeling, it never removes the contrast. It's still gonna happen.
It's still gonna happen, and I think when the contrast does happen, I have a hard time sometimes. Sitting in it long enough for it to even do what it's supposed to do for me. I'll be like, oh no, good feeling. I'm in it. We're not even going to focus on you negativity. I am going to go.
I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to bed.
Sometimes that negativity is there to teach us something, to show us something. And I am addicted to the good feeling for myself and everybody else. Be depressed around me if you want to. Not for long. Because I'm be like, you can choose to feel good. And Chrissy has taught me that is not the way. So I stopped doing that for people. I stopped saying, hey, no, you come over here and get in the light. Some people just want to sit for a second, Joy. Relax.
Get in the light.
Right. So I'm
Let me
addicted.
analyze this real quick before I
Right.
come out, man.
But I'm addicted to the good feeling as well. And the days
It's
that
real.
I feel it, I'll be like, oh, I can sit in it for hours. Just God. Okay, that was cute.
Hey.
Next one.
Oh, it's 3.
Yeah, there's 3. We went through that one pretty fast.
We did.
Come on, this is the last one.
This
Then
feel like
we gonna
this gonna
talk.
take us to the
This
dark
got a level
side.
20 on it.
Now,
Katana.
I
fire.
really don't know. Let's see. Go ahead.
Come
child.
on, man.
Take us to the dark side. Oh. What's the most important thing to me right now and why? Answer honestly.
They cute cards, ain't they?
Here you go.
Those will be available to y'all very soon for you, your friends, and your family. These cards are just gonna open up conversations for people who really aren't talking. And not that y'all don't want to. Y'all really don't know where to start, what to do. Y'all can even pull these out on a date if y'all want to. But they will be available. We just, trying them out here. Let me know if y'all like them. Put some comments down there. Let me know what you think. And they will be available to you. Some green and white cards. Okay, let's go, Chrissy.
I didn't answer it.
Oh, I thought Chrissy was holding it. I'm sorry.
I just passed it.
Oh.
I mean, I can't.
What was it? Let me see.
Why? What is the most?
What's the most important thing to me right now and why? The most important thing to me right now is stability. And that is in every aspect of my life. I want to be stable at work if I have to work, or if it's my entrepreneurship, if it's being a mom, if it's being a wife, if it's being a friend. I want to be stable enough. That's mentally, financially, and every other aspect of stability. I want to be that. So that's the most important thing for me right now is stability. And I'm going to have that around me. Those around me, they have to be stable. Yeah, they have to be stable.
Shandio. We have to be.
You must be.
Gotta be born again.
Yeah, I knew you were born.
They gotta be stable because if I'm not stable, I don't need to be surrounded by somebody that's unstable. Because I'm just gonna go back to that space of being unstable. So I need somebody if I happen to not be stable for whatever reason.
They
Fall
can-
to the right.
they can-
I
they
got
can
somebody
pick the
that's
crown up and
stable.
fix that
It's
thing.
called
Fall
being
to the left. I got
equally
somebody.
yoked.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good word.
My God, today, didn't you go in?
They was equally yoked.
That's it.
Equally yoked. Read the question.
What's the most important thing to me right now? Why? Progression.
I can see that.
I love that you said I'm addicted to more. I am ready to move forward. Like it's just, how somebody throw you a baton, they like, all right, let's go. I'm here. I'm ready to run. And I am running. And I don't want to run in circles, but I want to run to, where I need to be. And that's what that piece was about that I just did. It's a guy with his feet coming down and it looks like lightning striking. I want every step that I take to be purposeful and to progress on my path. That's
Okay, wait. Before we start, say every step I take is purposeful.
Every step I take is purposeful.
I am running.
I am running.
It is happening.
It is happening.
Yep, and you're picking up flowers along the way.
I
And
am.
you're smelling each of them.
Every last one, and it
every
smells
last
so
one of
beautiful.
them. Yep. And guess what? It's about the journey, not the destination. Come on. So keep on running. You are that picture. I wish I could show it.
I'm sure to pop up.
Go get it.
What's the most important thing to me right now and why? I feel like it's a strong tie right now for me.
Ooh.
It's a very strong tie because it is peace and enjoying the journey. No, but all that circles back to for real showing up for me. I can't even lie. Like
That's
that
the most
is
important thing.
that has been the most important thing. Everything else is falling in place because I do that. Yeah. Everything else is falling into place because I do that. I don't get ahead of myself and think of the goal and not enjoy the moments now because I'm showing up for me. So that means I am enjoying the journey as it happens. I can't get ahead of myself. Because it's Jasmine, what do you need at this moment? Jasmine, what, you know what I'm saying? And that has allowed me to be better for other people. That has allowed me to be more grounded in my circumstances. Me being stable for my friends because I'm taking care of me first. Because I didn't do that before. Feels good. Once again, that good feeling, baby.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Like the background in my head.
Go ahead, finish in my head.
What's the most important thing to me right now? Pleasure.
Is that feeling good?
It like bugs me how much I think about it. It bugs me how much I want it. Like pleasure. It's in every area of my life. I like the way pleasure feels. I like working hard and then diving into pleasure. I like accomplishing things and then diving into pleasure. And I like pleasure just is like the cherry on top of the cake that you baked. It's like everything feels good.
That's a real thing, man.
Working feels good.
Yeah.
Building feels good. Making money feels good. Making love feels good.
You think that
making peace feels
pleasure
good?
is what comes after you do all of those things?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Not after.
It's
but
pleasure
it's
in
where
doing
it's the dive into it because I'm working right now. Necessarily while I'm working, it's pleasurable, but it ain't the depth of the pleasure that I would want, like the one that I could go to. So work is pleasurable because I get to do it with y'all. But there's a part of me that be like, oh, I can't wait till this is over. So I could go under my pillow and dive into some pleasurable sleep.
Because listen.
Some pleasurable double chocolate chip cookies from AB Company. Y'all like it's like this thing when I bite into that cookie, my whole body just
A
melts.
chocolate moment.
And that pleasure right there of not having to do anything for the rest of the night. I can have more of that. So the most important thing to me right now is making sure I make time for the things that I really, really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
And make sure, because they ask people a question before they die, like what they have done differently with their life because they were on their way out. And they said, do more things that please them. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to work hard, but I'm definitely, after I clock out, don't talk about that work.
Right.
Let me.
Yeah.
And with that
Let
too,
me dive
though,
into.
can I don't know if this is an ad or like a piggyback or whatever, but I just want to say that for me, it was instilled and drilled into me that you couldn't enjoy until after the work is done.
Mm-mm.
And I don't feel like feeling good, having pleasure in whatever the thing is, should be on a reward system. Like I feel like there should be a balance in just how you approach things, because work doesn't necessarily have to be hard. Like what we do, we enjoy what we do. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's hard. It's just an abundance of, or less,
Time,
or
energy,
you know what I'm saying?
you know.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a
Like, oh,
I'm
we
in the
got to go.
cloud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I don't think pleasure has to be you deserve a reward.
Mm-mm.
And you know what? I was actually raised to think something different. Like you find pleasure in the work. It don't matter if you do or not. You're gonna find it.
Yeah.
See,
I wasn't raised.
But that's not always the case. That's unrealistic.
Yeah.
As hell.
Right. You
Because
find that
most people that work jobs,
they
don't
hate
enjoy
going
it.
to work.
They don't enjoy it.
And they look forward to
so
the
you
weekend.
gotta find the play. What if there is no pleasure in it?
Yeah.
None whatsoever. You finna tell me I gotta.
That I got to. No,
No.
you find
No, that's
pleasure.
not fair.
Tell me that I got to.
But
So-
why so come?
Yeah, but that's why it says why it's important. But that's why it's important to me because I always thought that way. And I'm glad you asked the question. I always thought that the pleasure comes after the work. When no, it's going to happen during, and I'm going to make sure that I plan to make sure I dive in it the way that I really want to, when there's time. But it's making the time important enough to plan it. Like, I want to feel this way and with no distractions right now. Not that I don't, but this is undivided, unconditional pleasure. Like, so that's the why, because I deserve it.
I think that pleasure in doing comes with doing things that you enjoy.
Right.
Yeah.
But
So
see,
you get
it
pleasure
was-
out of it and after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was taught to you find it in your duty.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, which was what I was taught. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't find any pleasure. Is this what pleasure is? Well, I don't want your duty or your pleasure.
Right.
You keep
I
on.
find my own.
Yeah,
Right.
And so you start finding pleasure in different avenues. So healthy pleasure is where it's at.
Yeah, finding something you like and
Yeah.
and then there'll be pleasure in it.
Absolutely.
Because after this, I'll be energized in a way too that I'm like, ooh, it's like,
You definitely
you know,
get to
not
sit.
that I ain't tired, but there is
You get
the
to
core
plug
of it is,
in
yeah.
with different, different people and different aspects and share different ideas. And then when you get in the car, you supercharged because dang, I just sat with 4 different energies. And
What am I going to do with this?
What do I do with this?
Right.
Do I go build a house
Now I
now?
want to get on the highway and I be driving fast. Like, oh Lord, let me calm down
Do I get
because
to
I am
build a
going
house?
too fast.
Right.
Okay.
I know who I can call.
So today, ladies, I want to help some people. A lot of people are transforming, diving into new things, trying out new things, and the world is changing. The food is changing. Everything is changing. So I want to talk about becoming a new person and really diving into what that looks like and what it takes to become a new person. And I could talk about a story. I remember when my most recent change, because you're always going to be changing. Okay, so that's number one. The job is never done until you get on out of here and elevate to the higher realms, okay? I remember wanting to change my life and being very, very frustrated at where I was at one point. And I sat on the porch. Y'all know the porch, the infamous porch that we go sit on. And I said what it was that was holding me back. And that was the first time I had ever said it out loud. And it was codependency. I was always depending on other people. We just talked about it. I was always depending on other people to take care of me in all the ways. And they were people who did not ask for that. They didn't even know.
They didn't even know that was your job.
But they didn't know, baby.
You done fill out these people application and submit it and
This
everything.
girl done sent this girl to hell. You hear me? And she didn't even ask. She didn't even commit the sins. She went to hell for him.
I wasn't the best, and I asked my friend for forgiveness.
Come here, baby girl. Lay down.
Lay down.
Lay down your days.
Chris,
Take your days.
I'm
You
sorry.
good, mama.
But when I said it, and that's the key right there. When you notice that you don't want to have that attitude no more, when you notice, I really be thinking negatively all the time. When your friends keep telling you take, believe them. Sit back and go, do I? And then think about the last time you actually gave something.
Break
And
your
if
own
you
heart.
actually gave something, sorry.
Stay with her, God. Stay with her, Jesus.
Yeah, that would be great.
Heard you.
Sorry.
We just want to thank CJ, the man of the house.
Tante, as you call her.
CJ.
Thank you so much.
Isn't any more than tea left? I knew it.
Grab one of them waters before I go, though. I'm definitely going to swallow me a couple gulps.
I'm gonna swallow me up. You remember if you take it and then you ain't giving. Amen.
Sorry, friend. I said sorry, friend. Okay.
Done.
When is the last time you actually gave something to someone? You know what I mean? And I just want everyone to really focus on getting specific with the thing that actually needs to change. Because a lot of people want a brand new life, but don't want to really do what it takes to get there. And I'm noticing that a lot. A lot of people want that fast, let me get there now, and it's not that. You really have to sit down and get specific with what is the issue. Normally where pain is, that's normally where we need transformation, normally. So if you always doing something, then it's like, tap into that. Figure out what it is. Don't just feel the pain and then move on. Okay? When you name it, my best friend told me this, when you give it a name, it has to come out. Whether that's it popping up every day, you replaying it every day, or it actually starts to show itself and you don't like it no more. And you got to get rid of it now. Okay? So what's when sometimes y'all had to do that where y'all had recently have you guys had to call some things out?
Call some things out or start over?
Start over.
Okay.
But that first. Did you come to the realization that this has to change in order for me to become what I see?
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I did that a couple times. I do it often. I purposely do it though.
Okay. Let's talk. Come on, purpose. Like, why?
I purposely do it because I feel like every level of my life requires a different version of me. So I could never have been a mom with my 25-year-old self. I had to be the 29-year-old version of myself to be a mom. And then I had to be the 30-year-old version of myself to purchase a house, and that's not everybody's story. But for me, I feel like I had to transition into this new person or new version of myself to get to the next level. And I think that's an ever changing thing. I think it never stops.
So for me, it was frustrating, like really frustrating, because my whole life was about to change. And I didn't know what I was going to do or where, like, I just didn't know what was next because my life was dependent on a person and not me. But yours sounds like.
But that's the thing. I still was uncomfortable with it. Even though I was transitioning because I knew where I wanted to be, I had to morph into this new
But that's
person.
what I want to talk about.
But that changing part still was very uncomfortable.
But the fuel.
Yeah.
Yours is God gave you a glimpse of, JC, you need to do this. This is where you're going. This is because you knew where you were going.
I did, but I didn't know how I was going to get there.
That's the part where I don't know how to get there is the same. But there's a fuel of frustration and promise.
Yeah.
And most people are doing the frustrated one where it's like, I'm mad, I can't get to where I'm going. I need to change so I can be good for JC.
Yeah.
And you called me, I'm about to have a baby. I was like, how is she so sure? Like, she was so sure. Hey, I'm about to have a baby. Me? Ask this girl.
She said, I think I got yellow fever.
Yellow fever, girl.
Girl, yellow fever.
But she was in Africa, though.
I was in Africa.
Africa.
And I knew Africa had made me sick.
Mind you, she ain't only been there for 2-3 days.
That is fun.
So she went to Africa and got yellow fever.
I said, Chrissy, I done got over here and got sick. And that lady touched my stomach. She said, oh, no, you're pregnant. I said, girl, no. Can't be. And then I thought about it. I said, a week, 2 days. I was like,
God,
you might be right.
You might be on to something here, my girl.
that is funny to
You
me.
know
know what? You right.
That is good. That's good.
I might tell you a joke, but I won't tell you a lie.
So I know a lot of people change because of frustration, but there is another side where you know where you're going, and the glimpse of the promise gives you the fuel to go, I'm going to push past this. I'm going to actually do what it takes to be changed. I'm there now.
Powerful.
Yeah. I'm there now, but there's a ton of people who don't know that that's another feeling. Like, change can be, it's always going to be scary or nerve-wracking. Like, oh, God. Right before you jumped out that plane, I'm sure you felt it.
Gut fill out.
See? But what you do?
I jump anyways. I always said though, my motto is to bet on myself and I'll never lose.
Mm-hmm.
Now I get some people that's on my team with me, but ultimately my goal is my goal. My desire is my desire. I might need people to help me get there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a bet on myself and I'm never gonna lose. And I suggest that to anybody. Bet on yourself and you will never lose.
All bets.
You'll never lose. Even if it takes you a bit longer to get to wherever you're going, if you keep betting on yourself, you're never gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
All in on JJ.
I got a question. Where do y'all find y'all identity?
Where do you find it? Give me an example of what you mean.
Like where did you find your identity? Where's your identity rooted, I guess?
I think mine is rooted in my mom and my aunts. I think them being around me, teaching me, talking to me, even today as a 37-year-old woman, teaching me and talking to me about stuff and talking me through things and helping me, get through certain things. I think that they created my identity. But I think ultimately my identity is my life experiences. My identity is going to work. My identity is being a mom. My identity is being somebody's girlfriend. My identity is, or wife later on down the line.
Come on.
My identity is being a professional, being fair, being kind to people, and I think there's any other way for me to put it. It's life experiences has created my identity, who I am, and why I am the way that I am.
And who is that? Give it one word.
Nadia.
Not your name. Give me one word to describe Nadia.
Resilient.
Okay.
Resilient. I feel like whatever it is, I'm gonna keep climbing.
I believe that.
I'm gonna keep going, and no matter how many times I scrape my knees, I'm gonna keep going.
I like that. Chrissy, who are you?
Where my identity? That question. Gang gang.
Gang gang.
She needed
Who
that.
are you?
Right.
I am the gang. That's awesome.
All for one and one for the gang.
Right.
Where I feel like, where does my identity?
Or where you found it? Where did you?
I feel like growing up. That's where you found it. I know, right? I think they've cultivated who I am. Mom, dad, parents, family play a part in your identity, and friends and bonds kind of like it's almost like a polishing of silver or the making of something or making of a blade. It's just there are elements around you that make you who you are. So y'all have molded me to be this sharp blade that I am.
Come on, Samurai.
I am. I already know it.
Katana fight.
Don't do that.
My little ninja.
She is a ninja. Oh, I love
Missy,
that.
I just got an idea for an art piece.
Yes.
Draw little pieces of things that created you, but these pieces got to come together to make
like
your
me?
face. Yep.
I feel you, my boy.
Little ninjas.
Little ninja.
Little ninjas.
Little daggers. Little.
Y'all, but look, at her parents' house is nothing but real knives like that. Have you
Yeah,
ever
we
noticed?
collect them.
It's a ton
I went there
of them.
one time. I don't even remember what it
I said
looked
if a
like.
robber ever came in here, he'd have no limbs.
Slice and dice.
Like no limbs at all.
Don't get started. Dad got a whole wall of them. So yeah, like even that's a part of me. That's a part of my identity. Even, collecting that or being the protective person that I am from my dad, being a creative person from my mother, being an outspoken person, being from you or from y'all, and identifying what it is that I have, and I guess amplifying that as well.
One word that describes
My boy.
Marie Alice.
Accepting. I don't care what you did or who you did or what happened. I'm gonna love you regardless. So
that's true now.
Until we get in the way.
Yeah, because listen, we will block every red that's turning green. Yes, we will.
We will take it away.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hey, now. I know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jack.
I will say that
Jack.
I'll say I got the nurturing side of me definitely from my grandmother and my aunt. I will say that the music definitely came from my mother and a little bit from my father because my dad does sing as well. I feel like choices that I made and experiences that I've had has helped shape the Jasmine that I am now. Yeah, I feel like even the relationships that I've garnered through the years, the healthy ones that continue with me, even the unhealthy ones, they make me realize you are shape shifting instead of being who you're supposed to be. And that is what is really important to me because I made the mistake of calling myself in the past the queen of starting over. I've left situations, something like with my divorce. I left the house with what I could fit in one suitcase. I didn't want anything else. A stranger took me to the airport. I literally, I left, and then I became who my ex-husband wanted me to be, but I knew that wasn't me. And then it got so bad that I couldn't sleep because I was trying to be somebody else. So I'm a queen of starting over. And I kept, every time I said it, I had to start over. And it got harder and harder because, baby girl, that's not what you're supposed to do.
Right.
You trying to be somebody else for somebody else instead of being you for you.
Wow.
So when I figured that out, I didn't have to do that anymore. It just became an elevation, an evolution of Jasmine versus it being Jasmine having to start from the ground up.
I love that.
So I will say that in all the things that could have made me heavy and not be a safe space, I really am light and safe. I don't know how you say that in one word.
God.
Yeah. Oh, she said it, I didn't. Well, you know, people get weird when you say I'm God.
Okay.
But
Why is that?
I don't know. It's weird.
And
It's not saying that I'm not.
I am the Almighty.
The Almighty God. I'm not saying
The
that.
God within us.
Yeah, like I really lean on that. Like that is because who I am first. I'm always like people, strangers will tell me things, and I'm just like, you really feel like I'm a safe space for everybody, and yeah, I'm always light. Even when I'm heavy, I'm still light for other people. So yeah.
All right. I love that. Identity, me. I was God. I find my identity there. It's the safest place to find it for me because I've definitely tried in other people, even great people. But I think the foundation, each of y'all said it. All of y'all said it, just, in your own way. Love. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I think once you lead and start with that, then everything goes there. It goes where it's supposed to go. No matter if you're feeling bad or not, you're right. You can just share that thing. So that's where I find my identity. And that's where I love everybody from. It's how I see people. And it's gotten me through. Because they could show up in a whole different way. But I see you, though. I see you on the inside. So I keep that. Just my identity is love. Call me love. Okay?
Love joy.
Call me love.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, everybody's different. And understand this. Find out who you are, your identity. Start giving names to things. Start really getting specific with who you are, how you operate, how you're wired, where you fit. Because if you're a seer, be around some seers. If you're a thinker, be around some thinkers. If you're a lover, be around some lovers. Okay? Find who you are. And if you're striving to become, first recognize that you are, and then start walking the path that you see and that you dream about. And if you keep seeing it and you like, God, I'm good where I'm at. I don't really have to have no more. I got money coming in. I got checks flowing in. God will give you a glimpse of more. And I dare you to keep taking steps to what God is showing you. Stay open. Because we not done till we leave here. And that's not hard work. That's just God giving us more blessings and more opportunities, more doors. And we saying yes. We saying yes. So, oh, discipline. If you're going to change, you got to be disciplined, y'all. And that's in your diet, in your movements, and in your pleasure. Be disciplined.
What you take in, just in general.
Okay, guys? So today we're going to find out who we are. We're going to walk that straight and narrow path. And we're going to get what God has for us. Okay?
Okay, Rev.
We're going to get it.
And you don't even really have, like, it's already yours. I think a lot of times we have, you know, that's that rough side of the mountain teaching again. It's like you got the, and then if you do this, and then it can miss you. I don't, that doesn't resonate with me. Because I feel like what's mine, I'm going to get regardless. Like,
but the decision to say,
this is, yeah. Now knowing, and I deserve that. Yeah, like I'm not, it's mine. Yep, that's my, I like that. Thank you.
I just got to.
Yeah, like.
I like that look.
That's the thing.
And I could get it.
And it's mine. Oh.
Because literally, how many times have we said something that we wanted something and then we didn't get the thing that we wanted? How many times did that happen? Even in the span of our friendship. How many times have y'all literally said, I want this? And then you never got it?
We normally get it.
We always, like, it always happens.
And I think that's so scary too. Because if you know that you got that type of power, people can be almost afraid of, ooh, I don't want to abuse it, or I feel like I'm not supposed to have it. I don't think it's supposed to come this easy.
Ooh, no.
But listen, and then that is true for some. It is scary for some, but I'm thankful for my friends, y'all and the friends outside. Like, they will remind me, hey, you said that. Like, literally, for me I had a conversation in September, and I talked about all the things I wanted this video to be. And then it almost happened. It almost happened so quickly that one of my homegirls was just like, girl, we just were talking about this, and you were saying what you wanted. Now it's a few weeks later, and you're literally saying, girl, I did. Girl, it was. Like, you say it, and then it happens. Because you can have it.
It's yours.
It's yours.
And then once you do it one time, baby.
Girl. And every round gets higher and higher. And we
And the next.
And the next. And here we are.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
And it.
So I dare you today, baby. Yep, it was an idea.
The couch was an idea. You say, hey, y'all, what do y'all think about? Do y'all want to?
No, even before that, I remember you saying, you know what, these moments, I wish somebody would just record our moments. And I was like,
This was back in the day.
And look at you now, friend.
I mean, we on the couch. Episode number, I don't even know what number.
I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys.
Yes, you would.
You would have.
I mean, I would, but I don't want to. Okay, dang. I know
well, what
I got
she's
the power.
saying was the couch.
I appreciate
the couch
you,
is us and her.
Don't leave me, girl.
Please. We're not going to leave you, Pooh.
It's going to be a day just like Destiny's Child where you have to fly.
Right on by yourself.
But until then, I'll keep flying in the film with you, my boy, till it's time.
I know. Y'all, look, don't break up with me on this episode. Okay, so, y'all, before y'all go.
There'll be more rules. Just play.
No, that's not what she's saying, because this don't take her down.
You know what?
We just gonna
let my friend cry.
Hey, we just gonna have a big account.
Send in your application. If you're beautiful, you got energy. We're hiring.
There's always room for you.
So before you go, y'all come on, let's talk to our people. There's one thing we want you to know. There's always room for you
on the couch.
See y'all later.
Check out.
Hey man, you a fool for this one?